Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to discuss about Pandas library in Python, which is one of the most popular library used for data preparation, data analysis, data exploration. And Pandas is very fast, flexible, and open source library, just like NumPy. And after installing pandas and after importing pandas, we can work with data and data sets. So without wasting much time, just I'm going to install the pandas library into my system. So just we have to open command prompt and we have to go to the path where exactly Python has been installed. So in my case, it is in C drive, users, HP, app data, local programs, and then Python 3 hit hyphen 32. Then within the scripts folder, I have to type the command pip space install space pandas, and it will just start installing pandas into my system, and it will just take few minutes to install pandas. And within the pandas, we will learn the two different data structures, that is series and the data frames. So in this particular video, after installing pandas, after importing pandas, I will just show you how to create a series and what are series and how it is different from data frame, which is another data structure. So mainly we have to deal with uh, the data frame, and we will see how powerful this pandas library is. So it has installed pandas into my system. So the message is there, successfully installed pandas. So just let's start coding. So initially we have to import numpy library. So import numpy as np and import pandas as pd. So the very first data structure of pandas library is series, and series deals with 1D objects, 1D array. And so just let me create series. So I'm using variable ser, now using pandas dot series, and s should be capital, and we have to pass any list inside this series. And if I want to display now, so you can see the series has been printed 1357, but there is something extra, something more, which we do not have in the case of arrays. So this is the index which starts from 0. So in the case of series, we used to have two different 1D arrays which are associated with each other. So for every number, we are having an index, and index always starts from 0. And similarly, we can use another series using pd dot series, and also I can just create suppose 3 5 2 minus 7, and I can also print this. It's er2 variable, so this is another series, and again it has displayed the content along with the index. So if I'm going to print the type of this ser2 variable, so you can see it has displayed pandas.core.series.series. That means within the pandas library we are having a core module. Within core module we are having a series module, and again we are having an object, an attribute series, which is used to create series in the case of pandas library. And index starts from 0 always, and if I do not want to have index starting from 0, I can just give any index values of my choice. So just let me create a series first, suppose 4 elements, and now I can use the index attribute, and within the list I can just simply pass the values which I want to have as my indexes instead of 0 1 2 3. So now I have created new indexes. So you can see as the output with 2 3 4 5, now indexes are not 0 1 2 3, but we have indexes as a b c and d. And similarly, all the operations which we used to have with arrays, such as indexing. So if I want to have third element of the series, I can use a series of 2. So it is going to give me the third element of the original series, which is this particular series SER. So third element is 5. So just let me use SER3, the latest series which I'm using. So if I'm going to print the third element, so 2 3 4, so this is the third element, so we can use. And if I want to display the very first element of the series, I have to pass the index 0, so it is going to give the first element, which is 2. Similarly, I can slice the series element. Suppose I want to have only first two elements, then I can use 0 colon 2. So 0 colon 2 is going to return the very first two elements. And similarly, I can use if I want to have last two elements, so then I can use 0 1 and 2 and 1 colon, oh, sorry, 2 colon empty, so it is going to return the last two elements. So in this way, the similar manner, indexes and slicing with series also work. And we can change the index of our series using the index attribute. And also, if we want to create a new series, we can take help from arrays. So if I'm having an array 1 2 3 4 5, so let me create 1 2 3 4 5, and now this is my array. And now I can use series 4, then pd dot series to create a new series. Now this time I can pass the name of the array in the series. So it will again create a new series, but now this time the series will have index values that will start from 0, and I'm having 5 elements 1 2 3 4 5. Then the index will be from 0 to 4. So as you can see, this is the way by which we can create the series. And another most common way of creating a series in the case of pandas is to use the dictionaries. So let me create a new dictionary with the name dict1. So if you remember, dictionary consists of key values as elements. So just let me take an example of 4 persons, suppose Amit, and the value is the age of the person, then Sumit, and suppose the age of Sumit is 27. And just let me take any third example, that is Vishal, and suppose Vishal is only 22. So this is a dictionary I have created in which we are having an element as a key value pair. So using SCR5 and using pd dot series, I can create a new series, and this time I have to pass the dictionary inside series. And if now I'm going to print this SCR5, we will be having an interesting output. So you can see the values, the age of the persons are displayed in column number 2, 30, 27, and 22. But instead of the index which starts from 0 1 2, the keys become the index of the series, and the value becomes the second column of the series. So this is the interesting property if we want to create any new series in the case of pandas library. So in this way we can work with the series. And the major purpose of pandas is to work with data frames, so that I will show you in the very next video how to create a data frame using dictionaries, and how we can import the CSV files, how we can work with data sets. So if you have any doubt, just feel free to comment in the chat box. Thank you.